All right. No, I'm just playing. Let's just go for this episode. I couldn't really.
I don't know what's wrong with that.
Like,
I think
what was it? McDonald's? Some bad McDonald's?
I guess he's not feeling well, so he's not doing the show. I don't know if he doesn't think it's COVID, but he just not feeling good. So you don't know if it's some fucking funky food he ate or something. So he's not here today.
Yeah.
But the show must go on.
Yeah, so he's just being on the safe side?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, he's been on the safe side probably just in case it is fucking corona. So I thought he was going to get a test today. I don't know if he's maybe in the process of doing that. I haven't talked to him about that. So
yeah, I was thinking about that shit. I'm kind of glad I caught this shit.
What the hell?
Yeah, because now I know how my body reacts to this shit. And me and my daughter has caught it fucking twice. So we both know. My daughter she's not even fazed by this shit. If anything she just got a cough and a fucking runny nose. That's all she got. Like me, the second time I got it, like I just got like muscle pains and shit like that. But it was over within like a day or some shit like that. But the first time, I had everything. I had fucking everything. I was vomiting up, fucking diarrhea, fucking shingles. Body was all crippled up and shit. Yeah, like I was shivering, cold sweats. All type of shit. I was like, yo, what the fuck? Yeah.
Damn, that Rona tried to take you out, nigga.
Yeah. Yeah, but I guess I got like whatever antibodies I need. You got to go back to school, like
in person?
Yeah. I'm kind of confident with it because she don't, I kind of figured, I know how she reacts to it. So I'm not really concerned like that. If I was, she wouldn't be going nowhere. I was just
staying in the house.
Yeah, that. But I'm kind of glad. I'm tired of school shit. Yo, the school is so fucking different now. Like they learning shit that I never learned before. Like
I'm sure.
I didn't know what a fucking tally chart was in fucking kindergarten.
A what?
A tally chart. You see, you don't even know what it is. a tally chart. 1, 2, 3, 4. And you swipe it.
Oh,
that's a tally chart.
Like you do when you're in prison.
See.
Yeah, you know how like all the old movies you do.
What was Zaz do with his face? When he kills, he just wipe it.
Yeah, it's a prison. She learned how to do prison tats.
Yeah, there's a whole lot of that. Oh, matter of fact, I might do that. Nah, I can't do that. It'd be way too much. I was about to say like I was about to do tally marks on my birthday, but it'd be too much.
Oh, what for?
Yeah, for a tat. It'd be too much.
Too?
Hell yeah! Try to do 86 on your fucking yeah.
Wait, that would be a lot.
Nah, you can't.
Yeah.
I was thinking about doing Roman numerals, but everybody got that shit, so gotta be different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been wanting to get another tattoo. I just don't know what the fuck to get.
I know what to get.
Oh, you know what to get?
Hell yeah, I'm gonna get the Rebel tat. The Star Wars Rebel tat. Yeah, I'm gonna hit up tattoos by Shabazz. Oh, we gotta get that motherfucker
on the show. Yeah.
Yeah, he cool as fuck.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck I want to get. Yeah. I just want to get something simple, something cheap. That's really what I want. That's part of the reason why I'm about to get none, because I know it's a fucking money investment. Maybe.
Yeah. What you been to do?
Shit, nigga. What did I do this week? Nothing. Friday I went to my friend's house because I had to drop off my goddaughter's Christmas gift because I finally got it.
Yeah.
That shit was a whole debacle.
What happened?
So I ordered her gift. When the fuck? Like the 14th of December, and it was you
just got it.
So what happened was I ordered a gift. That shit. So basically, I ordered a gift. It came like a week and a half late, and it was not what I ordered. So then I had to call them, get a refund, and then order. I ordered the same gift from somewhere else, and I had to wait for that to come. So it's fucking. So she got it on Friday, nigga. But I was so tight because I was like, I'm trying to track the package. I didn't know where the fuck the shit was.
Yeah.
Didn't know where the fuck the shit was. I'm like, yo, where the fuck is it? And then when it finally comes, it's not what the fuck I ordered. I was fucking tight. I was like, yo, y'all gotta get my money back.
Where the fuck you ordered
my money back? I ordered off of Walmart.
Oh, for real?
But I think so. I ordered off of Walmart's website, but I think they got it from like some third party place. Yeah. Is one of them. I think it's like Walmart.
Yo,
Amazon bullshit.
I think my cousins, they posted some shit about it was the Xbox One, and it was from Walmart, but that shit was like $900. I was like, why is this shit $900? Like, where is this shit coming from? So that third party shit, I think you did do that shit. That's crazy.
Yeah, no, it was because when I was calling Walmart, they had to contact the other people to like figure out, because like the tracking number that they sent me in the email wasn't the same tracking number, because in the email they gave me from Walmart gave me like a FedEx tracking number, and every time I try to use that tracking number at the FedEx website, it's like, yo, we don't have this. It doesn't exist. It doesn't exist. It doesn't exist.
That's crazy.
That's because that shit came in the fucking regular mail. It was in the USPS. So it was like, and so I had to get a fucking tracking number from that company for the regular mail. Like it was the USPS or whatever the fuck it is. They like that shit, and I'm like, dog, this shit, it was all fucked up. That was tight. Yeah, that shit was crazy, dog. I was like, all right, it's cool. I'm gonna just give me my money back. I'm just, the only thing that fucking sucks is I had to pay like $20 more because
for shipping. Probably
nah, just because buying it from wherever on Amazon is just more. It just costs more money than it costed on Walmart. So I was like, I gotta spend $20 more. I was like, it's like, you lucky I love you, little girl. Otherwise, I wouldn't be buying this shit.
That should remind me of you remember when Domino was talking about how he ordered the Animal Crossing Switch?
Yeah, for like $800.
Like, he said $5. He said $5. But still, even that's a lot. And then I was like, wait, hold on. I ordered it because I think I ordered the same exact thing. It was like $320 altogether, right? So it was coming to my house, but then after like halfway through, they said this shit is undeliverable. I was like, fuck,
wait,
man.
what?
They said undeliverable. I've never got that shit before. So I guess they sent it back and gave me my refund, but at the same time, I was like, fuck, man. The hell? They let it go halfway through and they said undeliverable. I think they got robbed.
So wait, so they sent it out?
They sent it out. You know how they say process and all that, and then it went through shipping.
Okay, so it shipped.
When it went through shipping, they said undeliverable the next day.
Oh yeah, somebody stole that shit.
Yeah, I think somebody stole it. I really think somebody stole that shit.
Somebody stole the hell out of that shit. Yeah. Somebody got a fucking free ass Switch, nigga.
Yeah, and I was kind of mad because how often do you get like, well, this is like limited edition. This is Animal Crossing, so and it costs like $300 the actual price for this shit. That's why when Domino said $500, I was like, why the fuck you pay?
Goddamn,
$200 extra.
Yeah, they got that nigga for $500.
Yeah. What else? What else happened? Oh yeah. This is actually a conversation I wanted to have with Domino here too, because this is kind of fucked up, but funny in the same way. The whole Corey Holcomb thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, like we kind of talked about it in the pre-show shit. So anybody who doesn't watch Corey Holcomb's show, like Corey is Corey. Everybody know Corey is Corey. He gets on everybody. He had mad co-hosts before this motherfucker. Like he pisses everybody off. So I guess they had this co-host called Grady up there, right? And it was an episode when Corey basically said, yeah, we be fucking bitches on the road. And then like he said, yeah, don't we be doing that, Grady? Don't we be doing that? And Grady's married. So
so that's what happened. Because I was like, because I saw them talking about Grady, and I was like, I don't know what the fuck. That's what I'm saying. And it was like in the middle. Yeah, the thing I saw was like them in the middle of the conversation.
Yeah, so that's what happened. So he kind of put Grady on the spot to be like, dog. Yeah, I be cheating on my wife.
Yeah, so, that's dirty. How you gonna do that to that nigga?
So
like
he didn't do it. He lied. So Corey got mad, and then he basically explained. Yeah, so he lied. Niggas worship them. But yeah, I know you making that face
because he got mad at him because he did not admit to cheating on a live podcast that's recorded and broadcast around the world that his wife and wife's friends and family members could see.
Yeah.
Okay. I just want to make sure that's what you was telling me.
That's why the whole thing is petty from the begin with. When I heard that, I was like, what? Like, what? First of all, that's bro code. Like, you don't do that.
Especially not on purpose.
Yeah, and then I guess Corey's explanation of it is, you know, like, I'm a real nigga, blah, blah, blah. Like, if you ain't down what I'm down with, then get the fuck out of here. So I guess he blew him up on the show, like the previous show. So he said after the show, he called him, yo, we good? He's like, all right. And then I guess Grady said some shit like that. Is you a street nigga? You don't talk to street niggas or some shit like that. And Corey got offended. Then the next podcast, that's when he aired it out. So they were discussing it on the podcast, and Darlene kind of got into it, and then they were just going tit for tat, saying, "Okay, Darlene, you exposed somebody too. You said somebody had herpes on the show," and then Darlene was like, "Oh, they didn't know who I was talking about," and then they was talking or whatever. And then Corey said, "Oh, but he," and then he's like, "I didn't say he. You just put it out. Yes, you did, Darlene." But she really didn't say that. But nobody's paying attention to this, so I knew it was gonna go left from there.
Yeah, because he's just mad now.
So now he's shooting at everybody. So Zoe got into it, and Zoe been with him since like the Foxhole. Like this is like mad fucking long ago. This is like 10 years ago. So Zoe got into it, was defending Grady. So then him and Zoe got into it because Zoe said, "Oh, you're a big hypocrite, Corey." And I guess that was the button for Corey. So Corey started firing back at him. And basically, tit for tat, Corey said, like, that Zoe was the weakest link. He said, "You the weakest link, my nigga. The only reason why I keep her around because you're intelligent." I was like, God damn, like, out of all them years, like, you only keep her around. So after that, I was like, damn, like, ain't no coming back from this. So they just started going at each other. Like, I guess Corey was sending subliminal shots. Like, "I don't live with a bitch. I don't live with a bitch." So I guess he lives with a female or something like that. I don't know what the fuck going on, but yeah, like, it was just disrespect after disrespect and these motherfuckers almost offered to fight.
Yeah.
They offered to fight each other outside, and then like Corey was like, "I ain't Aries Spears, my nigga." then Aries Spears got brought up. And then he was like, dude,
because Zoe's the one who fought Aries Spears.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, with the elbows. He just So that happened. And I guess Corey got in some legal trouble because of that. He had to pay like 20 grand. And I guess Zoe offered to pay him back, and he said, "Don't worry about it." But then Corey brought it back up on the podcast. And then Zoe's whole explanation to the thing was like, "Why would you bring it up? You told me you don't worry about it, but now you're bringing it up as if you want me to pay it." And then here's more of the disrespect. And then Zoe was like, "When I get this lick," because Zoe got his own podcast too, but it's not as big as Corey's, obviously. Yeah. So he's like, "When I get this lick, I'm gonna pay you 20 G's. And then Corey started laughing at him. He was like, "You gonna pay me, Corey, 20 G's? You gonna pay me 20 G's?" Just laughing at him. I was like, "Yeah, I think this shit is over. Like, he ain't coming back after that."
Yeah. Unless they work it out in private, but
I don't think so, because they still going on. Like, Zoe made a whole podcast basically explaining, not explaining the whole thing, but more about, because the whole thing came down of like, I guess Rizza Islam. You know who that is?
No.
Rizza Islam is like a dude from the NOI. He's under Farrakhan, so he's a young dude. I swear to God, I thought he was my age, but he's like 28 or some shit like that. I was like, wait, he was born in 1990? Goddamn. But yeah, like, I guess it was a show where Corey was big up in his book. And Zoe writes books too, but he's never did that with Zoe. So that got brought up. So basically, mad tension got brought up that they were in the dressing. And Corey was saying, "Yo, I never thought you felt like that. Why didn't you say anything?" Which he kind of got a point. Why didn't you say anything? Like, you can't. I don't think it's fair for people to build up this energy, right? And then when it comes down to it, when motherfuckers upset, now it's coming out. So I kind of understood that from Corey's perspective. Now what's going on is now the fandom is split. Now it's people on Zoe's side like, "Oh, Corey's fucked up. Corey's a female. He got female energy." I said, "Yo, Corey's been Coreying for as long as Corey's been Corey. Like, why is it?" I said, "Why is it now that he's doing it against somebody that y'all like that it's a fucking problem?" He's been doing that shit.
I mean, that's what it is. He's doing it against somebody that they truly, really like, especially if they fans of the show. Yeah. So then I was like, now it's a problem. When it's somebody else on the show, that is like the show against that person. But now there's somebody who was part of the show. So it's like, oh, now it's a problem. Yeah.
And I was just thinking, I was like, yo, shit, look how he did Aries. I mean, him and Aries was cool from what I know of when he got on the podcast. Then after what happened, now we shitting on Corey. Call Corey a bitch nigga and all that shit like that. This is not a surprise to me. I just think it's funny.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. It's it's one of them things, like, when you're friends with somebody, sometimes, or you're just cool, or even just for the sake of maybe keep it, especially if they're doing the show together and that kind of shit. Maybe for the sake of just keeping peace, like, you brush it aside, even if it does bother you. It's like, does it bother you enough that I need to make a big deal out of it? Probably not, but you still probably do feel some type of way about it.
Yeah.
So you just hold on to it, and then it's probably one of them things. He probably was upset about it, but he probably didn't know how upset he was about it until they was actually arguing, and then that shit just came out. And he's like, "Yeah, we would do all this shit." And it's like one of them things you don't even know. And like it just came up, and now you fucking like livid about it.
Yeah, it was a lot of shit that came up. The whole Stephen A. Smith thing, like, because it was a time where Corey Holcomb was talking shit about Stephen A. Smith, talking about, I'll beat his ass. But then again, like, he actually met Stephen A. I guess during like a All-Star game when it was in Chicago, and they just sat down and took a picture, and Corey had chicken in his hand or some shit like that. Like, so he was like, "Did you talk to his ass? What happened?" I was like, "Did you have that same energy for Stephen A. Smith?" Like, we talked, but no, I didn't ask you that. Did you have that same energy for Stephen A. Smith? Man, I ain't talking about that. So I kind of get where both sides is coming from, but the whole thing of how everybody's shitting on Corey now, I'm like, yo, it took y'all this long to realize how fucking Corey is. He's been doing this shit for the longest. Do you not hear his jokes, my nigga? Like, it's like,
the jokes is one thing. Fucking whatever you do is personally is another thing.
Yeah, like,
but I never really watched this show or listened to it, so I don't really know all the ways how he be acting. But like, I think he's funny though. I like Corey Holcomb. I think he's a funny dude and shit. So
I just felt it I just felt it as a fucking learning experience. Like, most of the time, that's why I listen to podcasts most of the time. Is for like learning.
Just to hear niggas argue.
Yeah, that and it kind of gives me like a different perspective on shit, because that was some shit I had to go through with my dad.
Yeah,
like, my dad's an asshole. I know he's an asshole. Like, my dad's gonna be an asshole for whatever time he's gonna be an asshole. So I just don't deal with him. Like, anytime I deal with my dad and he ends up doing that asshole shit to me, it's my fault. It's my fault because I stood around. Mm-hmm. Like, at some point, and I was talking to this female about that. She was having a problem with her dad, and it's kind of hard to say shit like that, but sometimes, like, if you know how people are, then it's kind of your fault that you're putting yourself in that environment.
That, or yeah, true. Or if you know that that's how that person is, or that's what they do, how you react to it is on you. Right. Like, if you know if you know that this person, no matter what you say or do, the response to things is always this one way, and if you get mad about it, it's kind of on you to be like, nah, man, all right, cool, have fun. I'ma just peace out. Yeah,
that shit was crazy. Yeah,
people get that family shit fucked up though. I think that's people like, oh, just because you're related to somebody means you gotta, like, you don't have to rock with somebody just because you got the same DNA, my nigga. Like, you really don't. If they're not a good person, they're not a good person. You don't gotta fuck with them. Right. You can see them when you see them and keep it moving. But I think people get that, oh, that's my family, that's my cousin, whatever. Like, that's my sister, that's my mom, that's my. Which I know some of that. Sometimes it's hard, especially like if it's your parent. That person raised you, grew up, and it's hard to let that shit go. But like, to me, I'm not basing my decisions solely on if we're related or not. Like, if you're a good person, if we rock together and we rock together, it don't matter if we're related or not. Like, if we related but you a piece of shit, then I'm not gonna fuck with you. I don't care. Yeah. Or if you don't fuck with me, I ain't fucking with you, or you don't treat me well, and I'm not begging for you to be around, but I'm not gonna bend over backwards. I see you when I see you, and we kick it when we kick it. Yeah. If we're cool, we're cool. If we're not cool, then that's it.
Right. That's like that was like one of those things how I because after the whole, like, me being married and shit, like, right, I had to come to that conclusion after the shit. So I was like, you know what? Can't really blame that motherfucker for doing that. I could kind of blame myself though, because it was mad signs leading up to that shit, but I just didn't see him. But then after a while, I was like, you know what? That's kind of my fucking fault for letting that shit continue and happen. So then after that, I just thought about it. I was like, you know what? I'm fine with it.
I mean, you wanted it to work. You wanted shit to work out.
Gotta take accountability sometimes, man. Like, sometimes you know how people are. It's kind of like the whole Kanye thing we was talking about, right? Like, everybody's mad at Kanye all of a sudden, but Kanye's been Kanyeing since Kanye has been Kanye. Y'all just don't like it because he's on the opposite end of it. Kanye has been saying fuck shit since the beginning, since that Taylor Swift shit, since all of this. He's came at Jay-Z multiple times. It's like, why is this a surprise? Which I understand because people aren't really looking out for it. But if you look at it on his face, can you really be mad at Kanye being Kanye? Kanye has to figure that shit out. It doesn't really bother me what the fuck he said, honestly.
To a certain extent, yeah, I agree with that. I just feel like because of the way the world is at the moment and what he chose to decide to like put his cap on or stand behind.
Yeah.
It's so detrimental. I think that's Kanye's gonna Kanye. He's gonna wild out. He's gonna say crazy and off-brand shit and just be shocking and all. But it's also like, you can't do that and then supporting Trump stuff or just some of even not just that, but like some of the crazy just off-brand shit related to all that. It comes off away. It's like that's you can't. It doesn't even, and it also doesn't even like match who he used to be. I think, which is an even bigger problem. Yeah. Like Def Poetry Jam Kanye versus today Kanye is crazy. Like you're not; those is like two different niggas. It's like how did you get there?
Yeah, it's like this is another simplicity I thought of. It's like LeBron James, right? How when he was at Cleveland, he was like the greatest person in the world. But you remember when he fucking left, everybody hated him. It's like now you hate him because he's on the opposition. Now you hate him that he's on the opposition team. Like when he was on Cleveland, everybody loved him. When he left Cleveland, now you're going against him. Now he's a fucking problem.
Well, they loved him because he came back. Yeah, and he won him a championship.
Yeah, that was later.
2? No,
not 1. That was later though.
One.
I'm talking about the first time. Yeah. It's like that happens with everything. I mean, it is what it is. I don't really, guess it's just human shit.
I mean, yeah. I mean, humans are hypocritical, dog. It's like,
yeah, definitely. But that's another thing. That's what was brought up on the Corey situation. But I think there's the degrees with it. I think there's certain degrees with it, like first, second, third degree. Third degree would be some shit like, okay, it's just a life lesson that you learn over the years. Like it'll be some shit that you do in your 20s that you don't do in your 30s. I'll call that shit third degree. You just grew up. Second degree is like some shit. Like if I said I don't like vanilla ice cream, fuck that shit. I don't eat that shit. Then I taste it like, this is pretty good. Like that shit's a second degree. First degree, this the shit that I don't like. It'll be somebody who's like gay or some shit, right? And they'll be talking shit about gay people. Next thing you know, you fucking with niggas. But now that's some shit that I don't like. That's some shit that I don't like. I don't know. I was just thinking about this. All these thoughts was in my head over the week.
This nigga Bobby just calculated thoughts.
I be in my head like, what's going on?
Yeah, not good, dog.
Yeah. Did we pick up a question?
We did not.
Well, anyway, let me set it up. Okay, what's the things? SoundCloud, iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher, Spotify, iHeart, YouTube, wherever the fuck you get this podcast, we are there. 3digitpodcast@gmail.com for comments, questions, and concerns. Discord too. And do you got a question, or are you just gonna?
Yeah, I have. Shit? I'm just trying to decide which one I want to go with.
Just freestyle that shit. Just let's see what happens.
So we're gonna start with this one. Edwin sent in a question in Discord, and his question goes, "What's up, senseis? I'm gonna try this out. It's Edwin, aka the Last Taco Bender, aka Mr. Steal Your Grill, aka Boba Fett. Question: have you ever had that one friend whose mom was just so fine and gave you those Mrs. Parker vibes and wish she let you hit? And follow up: would you be able to look your friend in the eye again if she did let you? Keep up the good work. Hesh, stop wilding. Just kidding. It's good content.
I think that's an all-going joke with you.
It's fucking Terrence started it, and then now it's like. Fuck.
Yeah, that's not being crazy.
but I feel like I've been pretty like cool recently, like really measured and like not wilding. Now, granted, I was listening to some older episodes, and I think I might understand why niggas were saying that shit. Because I was like, you're wilding right now, nigga.
Wait, somebody's mom. I did have this one friend. I'm not friends with him no more. Fuck that nigga. But anyway, like, nah. But like his mom did look good though. I was like, oh shit, happened to come over. Something might happen. But would I be able to look him in the eye at the time?
I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe. I think now would be easier. I don't know.
Yeah, none of my friends. One of my friend's sister.
Mm.
I don't know. Let me just be measured. Let me not wild out, but she look good. None of my friends' moms that I can think of off the top of my head were like mad fine. That like when I was younger.
Oh, matter of fact, it was.
Oh shit, you know one?
Yeah, my boy Boober. Like his mom was kind of fine. I was like, oh shit, couldn't do that.
But I do know somebody who fucked one of their friends' moms though.
For real? Damn.
That shit was fucking hilarious.
What do you do? Air it out?
Nah, I don't know all the. Nah, it's just some dude. Like I'm not gonna say the names, obviously.
Was he underage?
Nah, we must have been over 18 by the time that happened.
Damn.
Yeah, I think it was in our early 20s. I'm pretty sure.
I've gotten vibes.
From some dude's mom?
From some of my friends' mom, yeah. Like they knew me since I was like fucking yay high, and then I come around like, oh shit, this is a grown ass man now. Like, oh, shit. I gotta stay away from you. Can't eat your cookies no more.
Back away, cougar.
Oh no. Fuck that. I know it was a kindergarten teacher. Was it kindergarten? I think it was kindergarten. I don't know, niggas was nasty in kindergarten. Like her name was Miss Brownie. You remember when the teacher used to read you stories and shit?
Yeah.
In front of the class? I used to be up under her leg, rubbing her thighs and shit. Like, what the fuck? What am I doing?
This nigga jugged it early, nigga. This nigga was in
5 and 6. What the fuck am I doing?
The Jugger thought life chose you, my nigga.
Yeah, pretty much. I don't know.
You didn't choose it; it chose you.
Yeah, lost part. Crazy.
This nigga Bobby been fucking thought since Earth.
I don't know. Is that the only question?
We could do one more.
All right.
This question comes from the Massive B. And their question goes, what's up, ninjas? It's the Massive B, aka Henny Hardaway, aka Bougie Bonton, aka Cranky Beverly. I've been listening for a while now, and I'm a big fan. It's a little like sitting in the convo with my friends. I just got a quick one. Would you rather? A quick would you rather, sorry. Would you rather get beat up in front of your girl or in front of your kids? That's a tough one. In front of my girl, because she better help me, nigga.
That shit is hard. Me. God damn.
Yeah, because it's like I don't want to get beat up in front of my kids because I need to like be an authoritative figure to them, and I don't want them to see me get my ass whooped.
Wait, how old are they? That's the first question.
Right? Is it babies?
Yeah.
If they babies, I'll take an ass whooping.
Because you 3, you're memorying in yet, so you ain't gonna remember this.
Yeah, you might not ass whooping. Unless a nigga beat your ass that bad, that it's like a permanent memory.
It's like, damn, that's your first memory? Fuck.
Yeah, like your kid in therapy. Like I remember when Tony beat the shit out of my dad. I never forgot.
God damn.
I definitely don't want to get beat in front of my girl either because she just not gonna respect you.
That's crazy. Well, see, kids, they go through that rebel phase, and they definitely gonna bring that shit up. Get off me, Dad! I remember when Tony knocked your ass out, man. Like, oh fuck yeah, kind of right.
Like, and you can't even say no because Tony did beat your ass. He's like, yeah, Tony fucked me up. Yeah, but then your girl can bring it up onto you. You're arguing like, yeah, that's why Tony fucked you up. Fucking bitch.
Yeah, it is that.
Oh shit.
But you can always get rid of your girl. You can't get rid of your kids like that. It's kind of different.
You got a point. Bobby's like, listen, I did it. You can just get rid of her, nigga.
Yeah.
you gotta keep her.
Yeah,
that's a good point. Find you somebody who don't know that you got your ass beat by Tony.
Yeah, kids is forever. Like,
nah, you right. So I guess by that logic, getting beat up in front of my girl.
Yeah, I'll take that.
Yeah.
All right.
It would have hurt.
All right. Reviews. All right, we got WandaVision episode 1 and 2.
Yep.
I'm not gonna go over it like scene by scene because I really don't remember it, but I remember key points to it, and it kind of reminds me of, I don't know if you've seen Legion. You ever seen the show Legion?
Yes, some of it. It's been a while since I watched it.
Remember
I watched
the first episode?
Season.
Remember the first episode? How weird it was. It was like, what the fuck was going on? But then when it came out of it, it's like, oh shit. I think it's one of those. One of those because it's a lot of course they're like, you know, mimicking the, what was it, like the 1940s, 1950s
40s TV shows, like Dick Van Dyke shows or something. Yeah.
So I guess that throws a lot of people up. But if y'all don't know about Wanda, she has a tendency to trap herself in her own mind, and that's pretty much what's happening. I mean, you've seen when she was pregnant. That's giving off House of M vibes, because she definitely had one of those things where she had a kid. And then Professor X came and was like, yo, you got to stop. She's like, what do you mean? Yeah. Like, oh, this is fake. Like, you're just imagining this shit. This ain't real. So it's one of those things. And they have like certain sudden hints that I don't know what it's about. Like the calendar says August 23rd with a heart on it. I don't know what that's about yet.
I don't know what that is about either.
Yeah, they had, every time something happens, you hear like an earthquake sound, and then some bullshit happens outside. Like it was some dude that came out of the sewer with some bees on. I was like, what the fuck was that about?
The beekeeper. so I'm guessing what's happening. I don't know if she's working. She must be working with sword. So if you notice, there's a sword symbol. So sword is somehow involved with this. I guess maybe they're trying to help her or get her out or whatever. Sword is the basically space version of Shield. That Nick Fury was on the ship at the end of Spider-Man, I believe. He was in there, so he built Sword because, you know, Sword and Shield, because Shield protects Earth from Earth shit, and then Sword protects Earth from space shit. So I'm guessing she's in some type of, she made like some type of bubble dimension that's probably sitting somewhere. And I think that explosion is them probably trying to force their way in there. And I think that's why every time this happens is them trying to get in to help her or something like that. And then if you notice in all the commercials, they're tied to events in her life. So the Tony Stark Industry toaster was beeping like a bomb, because if you remember in Ultron, they said, like, I think there's like a bomb that blew up, and I think that's what killed their parents, and then sat there, and I think they weren't sure if it was going to detonate, so that's why that shit was beeping like a bomb like that. So that's like memories. And then Strucker is a guy that gave her and Quicksilver their powers from, so like all that stuff is tied in together. And I don't know if she's completely, she has more control over this than we think, because obviously, because at the end of the second episode, that's when the beekeeper comes out the sword. And I'm guessing he's somebody from Sword, because I think he had the sword emblem on the back of that outfit. And maybe once he entered, it's probably like a hazmat suit, but once he entered, it probably morphed into like a beekeeper thing. But then when she sees him, she's like, no. And then she rewinds the time, or rewinds the episode basically back to a happy moment. So I'm guessing what happened is, obviously Vision died, and she's in grief. She's grief stricken. You know, her brother's dead. So I think she just got a lot of grief, and she's like basically made a world where he's back alive. And
her brother? You think we'll see
Vision, because we don't know how Vision came back.
But do you think we'll see Quicksilver though?
I kind of hope so.
That'd be crazy.
It would be a cool way to bring him back, and it would make sense, and it'd be nice, because he shouldn't have died that way in the first movie that we ever seen him in.
All right.
The dude who had super speed, and he was like moving people out of a speeding train, push them out the way and get away from the bullets. But okay, if you say so, Joss Whedon. He got shot. Okay. Like, okay, if you say so.
It was a red helicopter that she found in the bushes. So I think that has something to do with something. I can't.
Yeah, I think that might have been like a real helicopter that it tried to go in through the bubble dimension, but I think once it entered the bubble dimension, it turned into a toy. Also, I think maybe that's where Monica Rambeau came from, but I think once she entered the dimension, it made her forget, and that's why she's like taking part of everything. So I think like, so you know, something like that, because I think she's trying so hard to keep this world going. And I think the other reason why it's TV shows is because she grew up in like a third world or Europe, not American company. She probably grew up as a kid watching American old TV shows, and so she's like recreating the thing for her youth that like brought her comfort. I think also why it's kind of, and it works, for the story. But I like this so far. It's pretty cool. I have no idea what's really going on.
A lot of people don't know, and they're kind of hating it, but I think those are people who don't really understand the Scarlet Witch character. If you understand the Scarlet Witch character, like she goes through shit like this a lot, where she plays these fucking mind games with herself, and then she doesn't know that she's in some shit. So with me, I'm watching it because it's kind of like watching Watchmen. It's kind of like watching Watchmen. You got to watch out for these clues, and then like it'll tie together eventually. Because every time the show ends, you'll hear somebody saying "Wanda, Wanda," like screaming at her.
Who's doing
like,
this to you?
Yeah, like who's doing this to her? Like probably herself. I don't know. Like,
exactly. So that's probably more sword agents or whatever somebody's trying to talk to her.
Yeah.
So the only question is she doing it 100% on her own, or was somebody like affecting her? Is she being controlled by somebody essentially?
Yeah.
That's the only.
But the show is funny though. The show is definitely funny for it to be as cheesy, like with a 40s sitcom. That shit is funny. Like when when Vision had the gum in his fucking system, and then he was acting like he was drunk.
Yeah.
This nigga was lit. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, he's fucked up. This nigga was toe up for the flow up.
That shit was crazy. There was another scene that kind of freaked me out. Like when she had guests over for dinner, and the dude was choking. And then, like, what was the wife saying? She was like, stop it. Some shit like that. She just kept repeating herself. I was like,
yeah, that's weird. And then when they was doing the talent show, it's like, and it's for the children.
Yeah.
And it's for the children. And it's for the children. And then at the end of the episode, she's pregnant now. Yeah. So, like, there is something going on. And then also, I think her neighbor might be in on it. Mm-hmm. The Catherine Hahn character, the one who...
the one that was in Step Brothers?
I think she might be in on it. I think so. But we'll find out. And then obviously at the end of the episode, it turned to color. So like that's the other thing too. Yeah. So that's not going to stay in the 1940s. It's going to move on. So I think now we're at the colorized version of those shows, and then I think after that we'll probably get to like 70s Brady Bunch type of shit, and until we get closer and closer. Yeah.
I like this shit so far. I don't know how to rate it.
It was good, man.
Rating it based off of what I know. I'd give it like a 7 based off of what I know. Same. Yeah, like a lot of people, like I said, is not gonna get it. Like, there's people in the Discord be like, "Yo, I'm mad confused." Like, I was like, "Yo, you don't know what Wanda's about?" It's just regular shit.
And it's sort of out of the blue for the character, sort of, because you don't know anything about her reality warping powers. Yeah, initially.
Yeah, they don't really touch on that much. That's the funny thing. The only time they touched on that was Age of Ultron. It was like a little bit. Remember when they was fucking everybody mind? I think Thor. Yeah, that's how he found where his stone was at, and they was fucking with Bruce Banner. That's why he turned into the Hulk and was raging and shit like that.
Yeah, that was like the most of it.
And that was about it after that.
Gave him dreams.
Else. Yeah,
she didn't make a pocket dimension. Yeah. Like, you know what I mean? But that's the other thing. So even in the dimension, like if you're paying attention, she's actively using her reality warping powers. Yeah. Like when she was trying to cook, she turned the chicken into eggs and all that kind of shit. Like so you can even see that like she's getting more powerful with that. She's like doing shit that she's never done before. Like she's actually warping things and changing shit like that. So
probably mentally depressed.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Vision's gone or some shit like that.
Yeah, so she wants to make a world where Vision exists again.
Right.
So then she's stuck in her grief, or somebody's feeding off her grief or some shit, and I think that's what that's what happened.
Yeah, but I like it so far.
Yeah, I like it so far too, and I just want to know what all the implications are going forward. What this changes, what this makes. Yeah. I'm curious about.
Yeah, we'll see. All right. Topics. Demon Slayer. Mugen Train surges to 342.5 million at the Japanese box office. Now, I've heard people talk about this shit like last year when it dropped. But I didn't think, how the fuck that many people? Because they said they gave a number of how many people actually went to go see this. It was like over 20 million.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think that makes it the highest grossing animated movie or movie period in Japan. I think it's one of. I
thought you said period.
or it might be, or definitely anime, but I don't know about. It might even be movie period in Japan. Or it's definitely at least top 3.
That's crazy.
But yeah, man, that's fucking Demon Slayer shit is crazy, man. I fucking read the manga. I was like, oh, this shit is crazy.
Is it ahead?
Oh yeah, the manga ended already.
Oh, it did? Damn.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, which is cool. She's short and sweet. She like made her story, and she didn't drag it out too crazy. And she's like, "This is the story I want to tell." And now it's over.
Right. That's like the same way I feel about Full Metal Alchemist. Like if you ever want to get into an anime, watch Full Metal Alchemist. That shit is short. It's like 90 episodes, 90 plus episodes, and that's it. You done. That's pretty good. But I'm pretty sure. How late do you think that we're to get this on dub?
I don't know. Especially all this Corona
or
bullshit.
Sub. Shit, I would have watched this sub. I ain't give a shit.
Yeah, I don't know. Corona fucks everything up, man. It's like any normal projection thought you might have had is like now who knows?
Because what used to happen, this is like a while back. This is when Naruto was popping. And it was coming out like every week and shit, like something like that. They had like independent people or basically fans going out dubbing this shit themselves and then throwing it out. So I guess there's a community like that. And I thought that I could get this shit like first day. That's what I thought. I mean,
probably somewhere maybe you could have, but
yeah.
I think, I mean, that's how I used to watch Naruto back in the day. It would be like fan sub. There'd be some fans who subbed and like put it out. And you had to, like,
you
find
niggas are the real MVP because these motherfuckers used to sub that shit that same day. And you could time that shit. You could time that shit when they sub it. It's crazy.
Same thing with the manga. That's how I used to really make it. They would fucking... That shit come out on like a Wednesday. By like Thursday, the fucking scan will be out.
Yeah, and this was like I don't think YouTube was popping like that. This was like MySpace days. Like niggas used to upload that shit on YouTube. No, MySpace. They used to upload it on MySpace. Like I think like the next day at like 6-7 o'clock, it'll be up there like on clockwork. Yeah.
Now, I mean, YouTube was around for some of that too, but I think that's back when they had like a cap on how long videos could be, I think, or something like that. But I know they used to have to like split an episode. You used to watch one episode in like 3 parts or some shit, or some shit. Yeah. The good old days. Yeah, right. Niggas got lucky with Crunchyroll and shit.
Right.
Just pay $7 in there. I had to fucking scour the internet for shit. Use IRCQ. Was it ICQ or whatever the fuck it was?
Yeah.
Some messaging bullshit to like get episodes and shit like. Bootleg shit back in the day.
All right.
Bastards.
Yeah. Technology is wrong. All right. Liam Neeson's is retiring from acting from movies again.
What? From action movies, I think.
From action movies. Yeah. Which he's old as fuck. He's about to be 70 or some shit.
70 something? Yeah. But, you know, once he did Taken, and then after he did Taken, everything was like Taken but in snow, Taken but on the water. You know what I mean? It's like
Taken but on the water,
like so. He's like, look, I'm 70. I can't keep doing this action shit. Niggas are gonna realize.
Yeah. Well, the story was kind of funny. I think this is one of his quotes. This is from comicbook.com. He's like, oh yeah. I guess they asked him about the whole, genre from action movies, and he was like, oh yeah, I think so. And he said, I'm 68 and a half, 69 this year. Okay, he's about to be 69. He said, there's a couple of more I'm going to do this year. Hopefully COVID is allowing us. There's a couple in the pipeline, and then I think that will probably be it. Well, unless I'm on a Zimmer frame or something. I don't understand.
I don't know what Hans Zimmer is either.
Hans Zimmer?
Nah, I think maybe that's like a support system or something.
Maybe some medical shit, right?
Maybe. I don't know what Zimmer. I don't know.
I'm assuming it's
Scottish. I don't know. That's some Scottish shit.
Yeah, so he said. So he said, I just finished one in Australia and I had a fight scene with the kid. Lovely. Sweet actor called Taylor. And halfway through the fight, I looked up. I was breathless. And it didn't cost him a cent. He said, and I said, Taylor, what age are you? He said, 25. He said, he laughed. He said, I said, that's the age of my eldest son. So then he was like, okay, I got to hang this shit up.
Yeah, it's a walker.
Yeah. Oh, it's
Zimmer
a walker?
frame's a walker. It's walkers.
Okay. Damn.
Yeah, it's a Scottish shit, man.
Yeah. Like, he is too old to be rolling around and doing that crazy shit. I don't know.
I mean, believably. I mean, I think if he wanted to, he could probably ride it another few years. But it is, getting a little ridiculous. It can't be like taking shit and jumping off buildings and fucking sliding under doors and shit. Like.
Yeah, and this nigga's kind of tall too, so I know his knees giving out.
For real. Shout out to Liam Neeson and his
Liam Neeson's
Negro hunting ways.
I mean, he found a way. He set the arrows in his ways. Let him be a fucking beacon of hope for everybody.
Right.
I ain't gonna shit on him. Finding out what he was doing was fuck shit.
Yeah, all
right. Here we go. Kevin Hart signs deal with Netflix to produce and star in 4 feature. So he's going the Adam Sandler route.
Will the movies actually be good though? Because I don't know if any of these Adam Sandler movies are really that good. I haven't watched them, so I won't say they're bad. I don't know.
What was the one with the homegirl, Robin Thicke's ex-wife? I forgot. The Do-Over? The Do-Over? I think it was the Do-Over. That was pretty good. That was pretty good. I have to watch it now. Yeah, that was pretty good. It was one where they was on, I forgot the name of it. They was on a vacation on a boat, and it was like some sort of heist or some shit like that. And I guess Adam Sandler was playing a cop. That was okay. Adam Sandler movies is Adam Sandler movies. It is what it is. One thing I do like about Adam Sandler is that like he puts his people on.
Yeah. And
I hope with this Netflix shit that Kevin Hart would put his people on. It's kind of like we was talking to Rob Martman.
Yeah.
And the conversation came up of who did Kevin Hart put on? And he said, who did he say? What's homegirl name? I forgot her fucking name. Yeah, Tiffany Haddish. And I was like, at the time I didn't really think about it, but then when I went home, I was like, he didn't really put Tiffany Haddish on. Like Girls Trip put Tiffany Haddish on. I'm talking about back in the day with like Eddie Murphy and shit like that. If you watch these old Eddie Murphy movies, you can see Chris Rock in the shit before he was Chris Rock. You can see Robin Harris and fucking Bernie Mac and even Charlie Murphy in these movies before they were Charlie Murphy. I'm talking about putting these motherfuckers in movies, and Kevin Hart has never done that. And I hope with the whole Netflix thing, he'll start putting his people on.
Yeah,
because Stretch is funny. Like his some of his friends is like really funny.
Classic Cup boys.
Yeah, like them motherfuckers is funny, especially the light skinned nigga. I forgot his name.
Yeah,
I forgot his name. He had a joke when I went to Kevin Hart's tour. This is when he was still funny. Like I went to his tour. One of his dudes, he was like, he had this joke about girls with real titties. He was like, I want real titties. I don't want them fake titties that just perk up like that. I want the ones that just fall on the side, like the underarms. And then when you taste them, we're like, is that the Greek?
Yeah, it's really funny.
Yeah. So I don't know.
I mean, it's a perfect opportunity to do that if he decides to. Hopefully, he will.
I don't really have faith in Kevin Hart because what he said in his video was basically fuck his core fans. Like he's going for, the gusto. Like he's going for the bigger, it's whatever. I don't know. I'm not supporting him no more. I'm not because if you say you're basically saying fuck your fans, that would be like if we got really big, right? And then there's people like Ra, fucking Terrence, fucking Sierra, whoever's in the Discord would be like, yo, y'all niggas changed. What happened? Then we just be like, I don't give a fuck. And it's like,
I got money, nigga. That's what happened.
Like
money changed, nigga.
Like we basically shitting on the core fans that got us here. Like these the niggas shooting with us in the gym. Like.
True.
So we just turn our back and just be commercial? Like, okay, all right. Kind of fucked up to me.
Depends how much money that commercial is going to give me. Catch me shucking the job a little bit.
Put the shiny shoes on?
Yeah, I'll be shiny suited up, nigga.
Yeah, with the red lips. God damn it. Fuck. This is what we doing? All right. Shit. I like the singer. About the moon, I like the singer.
Issue is or issue ain't gonna be my baby.
Shit. That's what we doing. Fuck.
Yeah,
damn it.
I mean, listen.
I need crows, nigga. We the crows and fucking like Dumbo.
I need money, nigga.
God damn it. Fuck. This is what we doing. All right.
Yeah. I need money, nigga. I'm just saying. Listen, I do my best, but
damn it.
They come with a smooth 50 million. See ya, niggas.
You want us to do what? God damn it. All right.
For 50 million?
For my soul. But
right. Right. Let me put it this way. I might not do it, but I will sit there and seriously consider it. I'll be like, how much?
God damn it.
You sure? That much? I can't do it, but damn, I would. It depends, yeah.
Oh man,
I got a price, nigga. Let me. Well, I got a price for certain stuff. Let me know.
Saved by the Bell star Dustin Diamond has stage 4 cancer.
Oh shit.
Yeah, like I think he announced this like what is it? The 17th today? I think like 3 days ago.
Yes. Okay. Prayers out to him.
Yeah.
Hopefully for a speedy recovery. I know stage 4. There ain't no stage 5.
Shit. That's Alex Trebek.
Yeah, that's usually that's super serious.
Yeah.
There is no stage 5 cancer. So
yeah.
Or is the limit. Which sucks. I think because I was reading an article. I guess his mother had died from breast cancer, so it does run. Cancer runs in the family. He was concerned, but the thing that makes me a little weary because I guess they said they found it all over his body.
Oh shit! Goddamn.
Yeah,
but
chemo. I don't know, chemo, man. Who knows, chemo?
That shit cuts your immune system, though. That's one thing that's crazy about it. It cuts your immune system a lot.
I mean, yeah, it's either that or you let the fucking cancer kill you, nigga.
Yeah. Did I tell you about the story about my cousin that had cancer?
Not that I can think of.
He was 15.
Oh yeah, he passed away, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I tell the story. Yeah. I don't know. I still don't know why he asked for Bow Wow. I don't know why he did that.
Oh yeah,
I don't know why he did that.
Yeah,
I have no idea. Like, I was thinking about it too. Like the other day, I was like, "Yo, why did he ask for Bow Wow? He could have asked for Daniel Radcliffe because Harry Potter was his shit." It's like, why the fuck didn't you ask for Daniel Radcliffe? Why did you ask for fucking Bow Wow?
Maybe he thought Bow Wow ain't got nothing else to do, so he could actually get him. He's like, listen, Daniel Radcliffe is kind of working right now.
God damn it.
Bow Wow chilling. I might be able to get Bow Wow.
Fucking Bow Wow.
Listen, you gotta shoot your shots where you think you can get them.
God. Have you seen that video where like they showed up at the club? They was like, y'all did that for Bow
Wow? Yeah, that shit's crazy.
Oh my God.
I mean, listen. Talk shit about Bow Wow if you want. That nigga had a hit.
Yeah, he did.
He was doing this shit for a long time from when he was a little kid. So I know it's easy and like fun to like shit on Bow Wow now just because it's like an easy thing to do, but
he's just corny now. So it is.
Yeah. It's the 106 in Park, nigga.
Yeah, he is. All right. Sort of some political shit. Disney and Motion Picture Association won't financially support politicians who wouldn't certify Biden's win. So I'm guessing they're not giving money to them. Yeah, so why were you supporting the motherfuckers to begin with? What the fuck is up with you, Disney? I don't know what I'm saying. But I don't know. I guess. I don't know.
I get it because I think he's just talking about the people who, after he won, and they were kind of like, oh no, he's totally like all those kind of people. Right. They're not getting any money because obviously them doing that led to them people storming the Capitol. Like it's like a snowball effect. All that. Right. They stole the election shit instead of just saying, hey, he won. Fuck it, suck it up. We gotta move on.
Yeah.
Like instead of doing that, there's like, oh no, this is a fake. They stole it and niggas stormed the Capitol. Yeah. So y'all getting no money from us. I respect it. It's probably more performative than anything, but I'll take it.
I forgot, do I want to have a deeper conversation with this and that?
Uh-oh.
Yeah, because it's one of those things, like, I'm not really the political guy.
Same.
But I know right from wrong, right?
I like to feel like I do.
Yeah,
Same.
And one thing I do notice when it comes to politics is that if you're on one side, and if you, let's say your side is doing fuck shit and you talk about that side, you're no longer with that side. Like everybody's talking shit about you. And that's one thing I don't like. I guess that's a human thing. Because that happens in normal life. Like it'll be like we just talked about the whole Corey Holcomb thing. Like that's something of it. It's like, okay, like you know who Corey is, but the minute Corey says something about this dude, now it's the problem.
Yeah,
it's the same thing. I'm not really. I guess people in general are just like tribalists.
Yeah, I mean we're social creatures by nature, most of us. So it's like we want to group ourselves together with a group, right? Yeah. And if your group is Corey Holcomb at the time,
right,
until he's done something you don't like, now it's F him,
right?
Because now I'm with this other group now. Yeah. Like people like to group themselves together. It's sort of just a thing we do as humans.
Yeah, that's the kind of thing I face on the internet. Like it was somebody who said that shit on Facebook. They was like, "Oh yeah, you funny, blah, blah, blah. You make funny edits, blah blah blah." And then he's like, "None of your shit is political." I was like, "Oh yeah, don't hold me to that shit because if somebody says something stupid, I can't let it slide." And it's definitely been some political shit that I have made fun of because not even because I'm on the side, it's because it's stupid.
Yeah,
it's with both sides. Like fucking Biden said something stupid. Fucking Donald Trump said something stupid. Like, oh, these politicians be saying dumb shit.
Like, Biden old as shit and he can't talk.
Yeah, like this, I don't know what the fuck.
So, and I know some of that I think is he has like a mean stutter, and I think so, or he used to have a stutter, and I think sometimes it makes him gaff up his words.
Yeah,
but yeah, no, they both, you know.
I just think it's crazy they forgot he was sniffing women, sniffing little kids. And said,
they didn't forget. They just buried it, nigga. They didn't forget. They was just like, we gonna just not.
That'll do, pick.
He's gonna push this to the side, and not talk about that anymore.
Yeah, but people are gonna people.
Because it was really like, this is the guy we're picking who has the best chance of winning, and we kind of can't let this crazy yellow-haired orange motherfucker keep going. So we got to make it so that he wins somehow. We're just gonna ignore this weird little thing that he did.
Yeah,
we're just gonna ignore it because we got to get this dude out, which sucks because it sucks to be like.
Somebody brought up that made perfect sense. They said that they took Bernie Sanders out of the fucking race like twice. And nobody gives a shit. It's like, yo, like they fucked this dude over twice.
Twice. That shit pissed me off because, like, me personally, I was a Bernie person. Oh, yeah. Like, and I understand why some people aren't, like, because the shit he was talking was the shit that I like to hear, right? I don't know how it will work, like paying, getting rid of the student debt and universal healthcare, like all that shit. That shit sounds good to me. I don't, and it also kind of perplexes me why that's such a divisive issue for people to be like, yo, everybody should be able to go to the hospital and not fucking go into debt, right? Yeah. Like that just doesn't sound crazy to me. Like you should be able to save your grandma's life. Yeah. And not have to worry about going into debt, losing your home because you can't afford it because the shit is so crazy.
Right.
Like, that doesn't make that seems like reasonable, just natural, decent human being shit. But for whatever reason, it's divisive.
Yeah.
Fucking student loans. Yeah. This shit is predatory.
Yeah.
Especially you're crippling a fucking 17, 18-year-old kid with fucking, especially depending on the school they go to, with thousands of dollars of debt before they even started their life. That's predatory.
Yo, I was talking to this chick, right? Now on his face, she makes like over $100,000 a year, right? But she told me her student loans.
Crazy.
I was like, what the fuck? What?
And it's not even it's the interest too. It's like so your loan low, like if your loan was like $5,000, but you end up paying 16 because you're fucking paying all that interest and shit. Like it's insane. Like it's a scam.
Yeah,
it's a fucking scam.
Right.
It is, and so that to me that doesn't. And I don't know. Some people are like, "Oh, I had to do it." No, like,
fuck that. Fuck you got to do it.
Niggas used to have to plow the earth with their bare hands, and then we figured out how to attach the thing to a horse, and then they did it, and then now we got machines to do it. We fucking try to do better for the future, nigga. So yes, it sucked that you had to pay your loans off, and it's unfortunate your shit didn't get to be forgiven. Don't be a dick because they're gonna do it for kids younger than you. Let them have that. So that's, to me, it don't make no sense that people are fighting shit like that.
I guess it's one of those things where it sounds good, and then there's the other side of it that's saying that, oh, I want that coming out of my taxes. I did it. Why don't you do it? This is more of a like pick yourself up by your bootstraps mentality when it comes to certain sides. And it's funny because I was watching I think Flavor It. And Andrew Schultz is kind of going through this shit where he's looking at the taxes that they got in New York, and he's getting hit because he's making like hundreds of thousands. And now it's like, oh shit, I'm about to move to fucking Austin, Texas, or fucking Florida, like Joe Rogan. It's getting to that point. But I don't know.
Yeah, again, I don't know how we would. That's why I said that the shit he was saying, it sounded good. Like, I don't know the logistics of how to actually make it really work and be a feasible thing, right? Is there a way to do it? I think, here's the thing. If they wanted to figure it out, I really feel like they could fucking figure it out. But everybody's just so divisive about the fact that it's like, we shouldn't do it, we should do it. No, we should just do it. Yeah. Or we should sit down and think of a real logistical way to make this happen, to make improvements for our society for the better. And like, just pull your boots up self by your bootstraps, nigga. If you don't got boots or straps, how you gonna pull yourself up, nigga? Like, for some people, it's crazy. Yeah. So it's easy for other people to say, "Oh, pull yourself up," but for some people, they can't. There's no, like, for some people, there's no getting out, right? Everything is constructed in a way that they just run in circles. Like, being poor makes you more poor. If you like, you're talking about medical shit, you get sick, but you can't afford to pay that shit. Now you're in a debt more, and then you're like, or because you don't have the money to go see the doctor, you put off going to the doctor. You never go, and then by the time you do go to the doctor, whatever you had is way worse than what it would have been. Yeah. So now you're fucked. So like, you're fucked either way. Like, people don't talk about that aspect of shit. All right. Can't afford to go to the dentist now. Next, 5-6 years from now, your face is falling, right? Like, 'cause, you know what I mean? It's like that crazy shit. Like, nobody talks about that shit. So it's like, how am I gonna pull myself on the bootstraps, nigga? Right. Crazy.
But Bill Burr defends using Boston accent on The Mandalorian. Now, I seen a couple. I didn't think this shit was bullshit until I thought it was bullshit until I actually seen it on Twitter.
Yeah.
And I was like, yo, y'all really mad about this? Like,
I mean, they got British niggas. They got Chewbacca go. What the fuck?
Yeah, like a Dungeon Dragon. I don't know.
Like a Dungeon Dragon. Like, it's fucking.
I don't know, Cardi B. Shit, there's something going on.
Yeah, like, what the fuck you want to do, nigga?
Like, but his explanation was funny though. Yeah, like his explanation was, I've never heard a Boston accent in outer space, is what they say. And I always just go like, oh yeah, what about English? Isn't that a little weird? If you went to a galaxy far, far away and you get off, somebody's like, hey, how's it going? And you can totally understand them. What about the fact that Han Solo is talking to Bigfoot? He's speaking Bigfoot. Han Solo's speaking English. They never break character. And that was all fine. Like, how about C-3PO with an English accent? That was okay. The guy's been knighted, huh? He just played Royal Albert Hall, and now he's hanging out with, what's that? I almost said Leonard Skinner, like Luke Skywalker. Yeah. Fuck those nerdy nitpicking nerds.
Nitpicking nerds. Nah, he's not wrong. It's like, like, why are they British? Like, why? Right? So, like, what's the difference? Like, so it's just because that's how that actor talks.
Yeah, like.
Mm-hmm.
That was the dumbest thing ever. I guess it's like it's the radical faction.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like, so what? If somebody come up Jamaican, you gonna be upset?
Like, well, yes, because they don't like black people. So obviously.
I don't know, man. You ain't say nothing about Billy D. Williams talking jive. The fuck? About a Coke 45. You ain't have a problem with that shit.
Coke 45 and some Quasars.
Yeah. All right. Some more fuck shit. Bruce Willis reportedly kicked out of Rite Aid because he wouldn't wear a mask. God damn it. Fuck it. McCain.
Goddamn McCain. Clan.
I don't know. Maybe this is Die Hard 6. I don't know what the fuck going on.
They get Hans Gruber back for this motherfucker.
What, Alec Rickman?
Alan Rickman, or what's his
the brother?
Jeremy Irons.
Yeah,
one of them niggas.
Yeah. Yeah, that was crazy.
He got money, he's rich, and he's white, and he just think he can do what he wants. Unfortunately,
I'm trying to make it make sense, but I can't. I'm trying to make it make sense to why wouldn't you want to wear the mask. I guess a lot of people still think this is fuck shit. Like with me, I caught it twice, and I still wear a fucking mask just for consideration. Because I react to it a certain way doesn't mean like my mom's gonna react the same way. Like it's just common fucking sense. Like I actually had a friend who thought that this shit was bullshit. I had a friend who thought it was bullshit until I sat him down and explained it to him. Like the problem is, this is why a lot of people don't think it's bullshit. It's because like it affects people differently. Now, when it happens to me, you know, I get fucked up. I got fucked up the first time, but the second time wasn't that bad.
Wasn't so bad. Yeah,
but with somebody else, like I know this girl, like her aunt in fucking LA, she's on a fucking ventilator. Yeah. So it's different for other people. Now there are older people like. Trying to figure out, do I know anybody personally who got it who was older? My boss is like 50. He had it and he got over it. My other boss got it. He was like 60. He got it. He was fine. I mean, but it's just affects people certain ways. So everybody thinks that this is just some fucking hoax until it happens to somebody who's close to you.
Pretty much, and also it's a combination of shit, because it's one thing, like some people, I think a high majority of people will get over it. But then if you're not being safe, you can pass on to somebody who'll get it and they'll just fucking die. And just right away. Like, and they could be, and it doesn't matter the age, they could be 25 and they'll get it and they'll die. Like that's happened. And the other thing is, even if you get it and get over it, we still don't know what the long-term effects of actually having the coronavirus are on people. We really don't. So you don't know. So even if you do get it and get over it, we don't know 5 years from now if you're going to develop some other issue. And hopefully you don't. But you don't know. We don't know because it's new. We don't know any of that shit. So maybe you should take all your precautions to try to not get it so that you don't have to worry about that shit. Or you don't have to worry about killing your neighbor or killing your friends or your friend's mom that looked super sexy when you were 16. Nigga, like, don't kill her. Don't kill her.
Yeah. I'm disappointed in Bruce Willis.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like, if you're going out in public, just put a mask on. It sucks. I don't like I don't want to do it. But until they say like, hey, look, you don't gotta do it no more, I'm gonna keep doing it. I don't like it. It sucks. And I mean, I brush my teeth, so it's not like it's stinking there for me. I'm fine. But I just don't like. It's just stuffy. Like I don't even like sleeping with the blankets over my head. So I don't like that stuffy. Like I can't do that. I can't sleep like that.
Or just fucking have fun with it. I don't know. Have fun with it. I'm about to have fun with this shit. I swear to God, I'm about to fucking order that goddamn stormtrooper helmet and just walk around with that motherfucker.
Do it, have fun. I saw some dude walk around with the medieval doctor shit with the little bird face. Like, fuck it, have fun. Wearing a mask.
I'm about to go in fucking BlurCon 2021. I'm wearing a fucking stormtrooper helmet. I'm gonna come in that shit with either the stormtrooper helmet or a Mandalorian helmet. Watch.
Have fun with
mask
it.
on, fucking mask off, nigga. Like, I'm gonna have fun with this shit.
But be safe.
Yeah. But Mortal Kombat first look.
Ooh. Everything looked cool except for Steve Harvey. Everything looked cool except for Steve Harvey.
What your ass say? Fatalities.
Finish it. Babality. No, like I'll be honest with you, when I first saw it, I didn't really notice that until I seen people on the internet talk about it. Then I went back and looked, I was like, okay, I get it.
I don't know. Well, you know, I was thinking about it too, and the only way I'll let this shit slide is if it's based in the 90s. It's in the 90s.
I doubt it's gonna be based in the 90s.
That fucking you mean what with that fucking mustache? You don't believe it's in the 90s?
Nah, that's just the nigga mustache.
He got that shit in 2021. Like, all right, man, I can't let that shit slide.
What? Niggas got mustaches sometimes.
You know that though.
Yeah, he got the Danny Glover.
It gotta be the 90s. It's gotta be.
I mean, I don't know because I don't know any details about the film except that it exists. Who knows?
I'm trying to make sense.
They might not even put a time. They probably won't even put a time frame on it.
I'm trying to make sense of it, but I did hear a little bit of I don't think it's rumors. I think this is actual fact. I think it's gonna center more around Scorpion and Sub-Zero, and if it is, that's more reminiscent to the animated movie that we seen. You've seen it, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, like, and I guess I like that approach because everybody likes Scorpion. Everybody loves Scorpion. Mm-hmm. Everybody loves Sub-Zero.
Love Sub-Zero.
So I guess that's the right route. And the thing with this Mortal Kombat shit is that you can actually spin off a lot of shit from it. Like if you just sit down and listen to like the Mortal Kombat lore and read this shit, that a lot of this shit actually is pretty damn good, especially the Scorpion shit.
Yeah, I think that gives you the best, especially if it's the similar or the same story that was in that animated film. I think that gives you a lot of stakes emotionally with the character because obviously he's like avenging his family, his son, and his wife, and all that kind of shit. So like, there's a lot of emotional stakes there that you could hold on to that's a little different than, hey, the world's about to end and now you just gotta fight people.
Right.
Yeah. Here you go, Liu Kang. I'm sure that's the backdrop of everything, but I think that might be a good way to go. And it's different than what they did already. So
yeah,
it's a different story. So we have a different entry point.
Right. And they're actually Asian.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I like how Sub-Zero looks. I'm looking at the still with Scorpion getting stabbed. I like the actor. I love the actor who they picked to play Scorpion. Like I don't think you could have done better with that. The actor that plays Sub-Zero, he looks good. Bihan, I think his name is Bihan, right? Yep, Bihan. He looks good. I still don't know who Homeboy is. He was in
Jax?
No. Dude who was in what was it? Something about Shaolin. It was a show on Netflix that I was watching. He has an undisclosed casting or something like that. They still didn't mention it. I'm guessing this motherfucker is Johnny Cage. So I don't know who Johnny Cage is, so I'm just gonna assume that motherfucker is
he white?
Nah, he looks Asian. He looks like Asian American a little bit.
So you think they're gonna make Johnny Cage Asian? No, I guess they could.
I think like Asian American. Like that's the only person that they haven't shown. They've shown Liu Kang, they've shown Kung Lao, so I don't understand why Johnny Cage. Shit, they show fucking Sonya.
Yeah.
And fucking Kano. I guess Kano go to his eye jammy to this one because he don't have the fucking robotic fucking eye.
Well, didn't he have like a little bit of
like he got scars on it.
He got
scars on it, but I don't know. I'm just looking for the classic shit.
Yeah, no, like the fucking red eye, fucking
metal. I guess after she pulled his face off or some shit like that, you'll see it. I don't know, like. They said it was gory, so maybe
he got a robot face underneath that
maybe
shit.
We'll see it. I guess the only problem people have is with Jax.
Yeah, niggas. I mean, like, I forgot who was talking to in the Discord because they didn't really like. I was like, some stuff looks better in motion. Yeah. So also, like, some stuff is just something that looks good animated and like in a video game. Some of that stuff just. It's a dude with robot arms. It's gonna look funny.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's a way to make it not look funny when he's like a regular dude and he got robot arms. Like it's gonna look a little weird. I think
that kind of concerns me now that I think about it. I just thought about it because I wish they would. I don't know if they're gonna show it or not, but I hope they show Jack's arms getting ripped off.
Get ripped off, yeah.
Yeah.
I would hope so. Maybe that happens in like the beginning of the movie and then they get him replaced.
I hope so.
Oh, I don't know. Who knows? I mean, I'll know once I watch it.
Yeah. I fuck with it so far though.
Yeah, I mean, it looks. I mean, obviously there's still photos. I gotta see a trailer. Let me see a trailer, and then I have a better opinion of this.
Yeah. All right. Mass Effect Legendary Edition 2 release March 12th, 2021.
Yeah, nigga. Can't wait.
Yeah, they don't have a trailer yet though.
I mean, I don't
give a shit.
Buying that shit. I was buying that shit regardless. I was buying that shit regardless. I'm gonna replay Mass Effect.
Did I?
For like the 5th time.
I fucking rebought them games. Oh well, fuck it. I don't care. I'll get this.
Yeah, I just rebought. Was it 2? I just rebought.
Yeah,
like, maybe 6 months ago. If it was that long.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh well, fuck it.
Yeah, getting it. It's gonna be HD. I just want to know.
What are you gonna change the engine?
My only concern is I'm not certain that they're probably gonna change. Like, are they going to change a lot in the games, or is it going to be just a rehash? Hopefully, I want them to add new content if they can, but I don't think they are.
Yeah.
That's my only concern, is I don't think they're adding anything really new. So that's going to be. But I'm still going to play it.
Oh, hell yeah.
Absolutely.
I'm with it. All right. Lucasfilm Games has been announced. Now, yeah, so now people who don't know what this is about, well, you probably do. Lucas Arts, you remember that shit? Mm-hmm. They had that back in the day, and I guess Lucasfilm Games, which I don't understand what took them so long to do this anyway. That's what kind of got me. So I'm guessing the EA deal is not going to be renewed. They still got it going on, and I guess it's up in 2023.
Yeah, they got 3 more years left.
Yeah.
So I think that's part of the reason why they didn't bring the Lucas Art stuff back, is because they had this EA deal.
Oh.
And clearly, it seems like they obviously aren't super happy how that ended up working out for them. Because it was a 10-year deal, and they made 3 games.
Damn, like that should make me feel old.
Yeah, no, because that shit seemed to blink by.
Yeah.
So they got 3 more years. So because EA signed an exclusive deal to be only people allowed to make Star Wars games with Star Wars property.
Yeah,
they made Battlefront 2, Fallen Order, and Squadrons. That's it.
Right. Squadrons is actually good,
from what I've heard. Yeah. And Fallen Order is good. And Battlefront is so.
Speaking of
that,
I
guess.
Speaking of that Fallen Order shit, let me get this shit out. I meant to mention that. Yo, do you know I beat that game on Grandmaster and there's no trophy for that shit?
That's why I don't do shit like that.
Yo, I beat that shit. So this is what happened, right? For anybody who doesn't know the timeline to this shit, whenever that game fucking came out, I was playing that shit like fucking every day. Then it got to the point where you had to fight this dude called Malicos or some shit like that. Now this nigga's a dark Jedi with 2 lightsabers. That shit was so fucking hard. I quit. I quit for like 4 to 5 months. Just started playing this shit this week. I was like, yo, I'm gonna beat this motherfucker. I'm tired of this nigga. I'm going to beat him. Beat him. Got through it. It was some other hard ass fucking lightsaber dudes, but that was by far the hardest one. I beat that, got through the game, no fucking achievement. I was like, yo, I done wasted my fucking time doing that shit.
Ain't get nothing.
Ain't get a goddamn thing. But continue.
Yeah. So basically, I think them announcing it right now is letting you know as soon as this deal's done, we're dropping games. Like, because it's 3 years, so I think that's a decent cycle time to probably get at least a couple of these games out, or be very close to be out. And it also seems to me like they're obviously not going to be renewing that EA deal because they don't seem too happy about it. They're basically like, fuck y'all, we got our own shit going on, and we're gonna make our own games, and we're gonna make them good.
Yeah, they got a new Star Wars title from Ubisoft.
Mm-hmm. And I
guess
Ubisoft's doing one.
Division.
Yes.
Whoever makes Division, they're making
Ubisoft.
They're making a game that's open world, a Star Wars game, and they're making an Indiana Jones game. Bethesda's doing that, which I don't know how that's gonna work because Bethesda is usually like first person, so I don't know how the third person aspect. You kind of need a third person game with Indiana Jones. I mean, fucking Uncharted is Indiana Jones.
Basically, they're making an Uncharted game, but with the nigga that Uncharted was stealing the swag from.
Yeah. So I'm for it. A lot of people are kind of skeptical with this because they don't want the Star Wars game to just be, you just slapping Star Wars on it on a Division engine, and that's just basically it.
Yeah, I don't know. It depends on the route they go.
Yeah.
I am concerned about that one because we've seen how these type of games go. If it's like Anthem or the Avengers game that just came and went and got shitted out and nobody really cares about. Like so if it's like one of those looter open shooters. Share world shooters type of thing, those. I mean, Destiny's probably the only one that's been like truly super successful. I do think Division had a decent following, but I think outside of Destiny, they haven't really hit. So I'm concerned about that aspect of it. We'll see, but maybe they'll find a good formula. Who knows?
Yeah. I'm with it. Fuck it. More Star Wars games for me.
Word.
All right. GTA 6 rumored to star a woman protagonist.
How dare they put females in video games? You know, women can't be characters.
Did I see people upset about this? I ain't see it. Not yet.
I saw some people. I saw something where some dudes were actually really upset about it, and I was like, I don't understand what the problem is.
I don't know. Maybe it'll be like a Griselda type thing.
Yeah, you'd be the fucking cocaine cowboys.
Yeah, I'm with it. I mean,
also, like,
this is something different.
Niggas used to play Tomb Raider back in the day. Like, I don't. It's not. It's something. And it's Grand Theft. Like, so it's like come on, man.
Just bringing up mad topics. Like, this is another thing that pisses me off. Like, how people say they don't like politics in their games and shit like that, and politics in their movies. I kind of find that funny when you love Rocky IV. And there's always been politics in things. It's just the problem with it today, I guess, is that it's so heavy-handed. I think I had this conversation with Chris.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I had this conversation with Chris a little bit. That heavy-handed shit has got to go. If it's blatantly obvious, if you're just putting women in roles just to put them in roles, and they're like some fucking Mary Sue, like the whole Star Wars Rise of the Skywalker shit, that fucking sequel trilogy. The reason why people are pissed at that is because this motherfucker just going through the story with these powers and don't have to do anything to gain them. They just off top have the shit. Yeah. It's kind of like let me see if I can think of it. Let's say if they made a Rogue movie, right? And Rogue never goes through anything. She just touches everything, just get these powers. Don't go through shit. Like, fuck her depression. Like, she's not going through that. She's just running through everybody, and then she touches Captain Marvel, and then she has the powers, and then that's it. Same thing with Storm. Like, if you made a Storm movie, like, Storm doesn't go through nothing, and there was times where Storm couldn't control her powers, and she fucked herself up. Yeah. Fuck that. That doesn't happen. She's just this beast off top, and nothing happens. That's what people are pissed about. Which go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, especially with the Star Wars thing, it's like out the blue, like she just powerful shit, no training, and she's just doing shit. And it's like, at least with Luke, he had to train a little bit. He trained with Obi-Wan a bit, and then he trained with Yoda. Goddammit. Yeah, he trained with Yoda. Like, she was just able to just do shit just cause. Yeah, like she can heal, which is like, where did she learn how to, like, when she healed the thing? Like, how did she know she do that? Where did she learn that?
I don't know.
It's like I and I don't hate the movies the way I think some people do, but there is a lot of, like, she's just letting her do shit because she has to be able to do it in order to make them just the plot continue, which is, I guess, okay, because I'm sure there's examples of it happen in other movies when the character is a male and he's just be able to do the thing. I just seemed egregious with her, so, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
But yeah, Grand Theft Auto, I'm down with it.
Yeah, I'm with it. I guess. Yeah, I guess. I'm just more concerned about what time period this is in, because we did read something like a while back, and that shit sounds amazing. Like, they were talking about the 80s, coke, and they were talking about going back to Vice City, and you have a cartel and all this other shit. And I was like, oh shit, like, all right, if it's like that, if it was what they described that we brought up the last time, then I'm with it. I mean, even if it's not, I'm still down with it. The story, but I do think that, and this is another one of my concerns. I don't want the story to be lacking just because they're trying to focus on, the online aspect of it. Yeah,
that's a concern, because it's like, look at Grand Theft Auto 5. We got no story DLC for that shit.
They got some more shit. They're on a fucking island now. Like, what the fuck? Like, I don't know.
Shit's been on 3 different consoles and we've got no story DLC for that shit 17 years later. But so maybe with 6, they'll just be like, they'll bring back some of those things, but I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah. But all right. CD Projekt Red's co-founder explains Cyberpunk's bad launch. So I listened to some of this, and one of the things that I thought of was confirmed. One of the things was they tried to cater more to the PC, and then tried to, like, basically back compatible it to the consoles, which I kind of got that feeling the minute I was playing it, because I was like, yo, like, when you get missions and they start loading up your game freezes. It's like, yo, like it really can't take this information that much. And then when you're driving the car, you're going a certain speed. Textures aren't loading up fast enough. You're running into visible walls and shit. Then it comes up. I've never played a game. I can't tell you the last time I played a game that was running in 30p, like 30 frames per second. I was like, what the fuck? Like, yo, this is really running like this. But then,
unfortunate, because there is a good game in there.
Yeah, but
I mean, and I liked the game and I beat the game and I enjoyed it.
Yeah,
but I can understand people. And I didn't encounter probably nearly as many. The game crashed on me. That's like the most thing I would have. But I know other people probably didn't have the same experience I had, so I can understand people being upset about it.
Yeah, I played it for. I actually bought it for PC because they were having a discount. So I bought it for like 40. So I bought it then, and then it was playing when I was like, and I was looking at my Xbox with the side eye. I was like,
like fucking.
I was like, nah, I ain't going back to that. Can't do it. But yeah, like graphics wise, is better. Obviously, it's better on the PC than on a it's a fucking Xbox One we talking about. And they did that. They sent out their roadmap. I think they knew about this the whole time, but it was just like, we delayed this shit so much. It was like, fuck it. Like, I should have knew something was wrong when they announced that like it was coming out no matter what. Should have known that, but I don't know. I guess they took the risk, threw it out. They made their profit back instantly, but then again, people started sending it back. So I don't know.
Now their name is kind of in the dirt.
Yeah, there was that.
Bit, so they lost some cachet. So their next game they release might come with weary eyes, maybe. But they absolutely 1,000% knew that the game was in this condition, because if you were paying attention to when it was around the review cycle, when they were sending out review copies to people to review the game, they only gave them
stock footage.
No, well, yeah. So they only gave them PC codes, so they didn't get any codes for consoles. So anybody who reviewed the game in the first that Thursday or whatever fuck they released the embargo, they only were able to play on PC, and they weren't allowed to use their actual recorded in-game footage. So any video footage you saw in those videos initially were basically footage that came from CG Projekt Red or some tech demo that they showed. So they couldn't show your actual gameplay footage till later on when the actual game released on when it was actually live for people. So most of those reviews and every review was saying like, listen, we only got to play on PC. We have no console, and we can't. And they told people like, we can't show you any actual in-game shit. So obviously, because it ran better on PC, that's why they had him play PC. And then they give out console codes, so they knew it was going to crash. It'd be fucking buggy. Should be fucked up. And it's like, we don't want that. They want to get the good initial boost to their sales. Like, oh, look, it's good. And then the console shit came out and was like, oh, no, it's not good. It's on fire.
It's on fire.
Yeah.
Heating up.
Crazy.
Well, sucks for them.
Yeah, Shit. It's a fun game.
It is a good. Look, I ain't gonna lie. It is a good game. At the end of the day, but there is shit in there that they said that was gonna be in there that's not in there. Like
that happens.
Yeah, they said something about. I feel like the Wanda system is weak. It's a little too easy. No system. Yeah, that's the point.
Take 2 turns and you done, nigga.
Right?
Like, oh, cops is after you.
Yeah.
No, not anymore. Okay.
Yeah, turn the corner. It's gone now, I guess. Yeah, it was supposed to be an aspect of mercenaries coming after you. When you got to a certain that doesn't happen at all. The most I've seen was some samurai ass niggas chasing me with some trench coats. That's all I got. Like other than that, then I don't know. The motherfuckers be spawning out of nowhere.
The cops that's annoying.
Yeah, but I still like the game though.
Yeah, it's a fun game. I'm telling you, it's a good game. Fun. It's just buggy as shit, unfortunately.
All right. Zack Snyder confirms his cut of Justice League will be released as a 4-hour-long movie.
So he's gonna do the installments and then put it all together, I guess, as one thing after at the end.
Yeah, I guess so. So it's gonna be a big ass movie instead of like they were talking about it being a series, which that would kind of fucked up. Nah, don't do that.
Oh, okay. So he's not gonna cut it. He's gonna just release as one whole.
They were thinking about that because I guess the shit was so fucking long. Yeah, but then again, like, who wants that? Honestly, I just want this shit to be over with. Like, just because I'm tired of hearing this shit. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it. I think this is the last time I'm gonna put this topic up here for real. Anything, I'm dead ass serious. I'm tired of it.
We would no longer speak of.
Yeah, man. Because I just want to.
Zack Snyder things.
I just want to see it now. Like I don't want to hear all this other shit. I'm tired of this motherfucker teasing everything. I'm tired of what the fuck is the game plan. I'm just sick of it. Sick of talking about this shit. I just want to see it now to see if you did better or not or whatever.
Yeah, it's. So. I mean, I don't even know anymore. Like, I'm obviously gonna watch it. 4 hours is a
that is a lot.
That's a lot. But I guess the plus is it's at home.
Yeah.
So I can watch an hour and pause it and then come back.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like that's the good thing is like I don't have to sit there in one shot in the movie theater and watch 4 hour movie.
Yeah.
So.
Fuck that.
Yeah.
All right. DC Films head is defended by Warner following Ray Fisher's statements. So he's pretty much
basically they were saying what's his name, Walter Hamada,
or
something like that, I think. And they're basically saying like look, I don't know, he's a good dude, man. I don't know what Ray Fisher's saying. We're gonna rock with him. I think he just renewed his contract to stay ahead of the DCU films for like another 3 years or some shit like that, whatever it is. So it's like that's our guy. We're gonna rock with him, and they're still rocking with Jeff Johns. So it's like we're still rocking with these niggas. So sucks to be you, Ray Fisher, I guess is what they're saying.
Yeah, and then he started trending with the the hashtag I stand with Ray Fisher.
Mm-hmm.
So now
because he got removed from the Flash film.
Yeah.
So now it's like. But so here's the thing. So he got removed from the Flash movie, but I don't know if he got fired from the character yet. So he might be Cyborg.
I don't know,
but
man.
it's like where you're showing up at. If you're not in Flash, you probably not gonna be in your own movie. And they're probably just gonna recast you.
Yeah, and I'm. This is looking like some career suicide shit. I mean, I don't know what to think about it.
I don't know. I just want the story. I just want to know what the actual story is, what happened, so that I can make a better judgment. Because it's like, again, if something really fucked up happened to him, he should speak up about it. Like that's like, and he should be able to speak up about it and have the appropriate action taken, and him not lose his career.
Right.
But I don't know what actually happened. So I know what it's getting painted like. It's getting painted like he's just being difficult and all that kind of shit. And then it seems like he'll probably not be able to work because it'll come off like if I do something that you don't like, even if it's not like a mean-spirited or disrespectful thing, if I just do something you don't seem to like, then you're going to go all over the place and tell people how hard it is to work with me or some shit like that. So it's like, I'm not going to hire you for my jobs if I don't feel like I can work with you and have disagreements with you and not turn it into a whole thing. So... we'll see. But that's me saying that and not knowing what actually happened. Yeah. For all I know, something crazy happened and he's fucking full in his rights. I don't know.
I don't know where you go from here. I don't know. He said to Marvel.
Yeah.
God damn. Oh god.
They need more black people over at Marvel. He can play somebody. He can be the new Luke Cage or something. I don't know.
I don't know. Marvel facing calls to cancel Punisher after his logo was used by some Capitol rioters. Now I understand what they mean, but this I kind of found kind of stupid because that would be like if somebody came to the Capitol with a Batman t-shirt and with some Iron Vengeance. So you get rid of that shit.
Yeah, I get.
Oh god damn!
What people are saying. I don't know. They should maybe just sue those people.
Where's Nancy Pelosi? Where's Nancy Pelosi?
Exactly.
Some shit like that.
I get it. But no, don't change it. It's like, because the logo existed way longer than these idiots. It does suck that they co-opted it to like to be part of their cause, but it was also sort of like, but it also kind of crossed the line, like the swastika is like an actual Buddhist symbol, right?
Yeah.
And it has an actual meaning that's like got nothing to do, but you can't have swastikas on anything anywhere, really, because of what it's now associated with. Mm-hmm. Now, I'm not gonna say that these people are at that level yet. Hopefully they never get there. I know that's a far reach, but it's similar, where it's like something that has nothing to do with nothing is now associated with something vile. So
yeah,
I understand that idea.
That's like them getting rid of the Joker character just because of the Aurora situation.
Fair, yeah, right, yeah. Like somebody did something stupid related to or behind like a mass shooting money. Like, yeah,
I'm Joker. It's like,
yeah.
I don't know. Pick and choose.
And yet he was able to make it out of there alive.
Yeah, weird.
Crazy how they could arrest him alive.
Yeah.
Fucking weird. And he shot people. I wonder what that's like.
Must be nice.
Yeah, I guess. Anywho.
Daredevil star Charlie Cox reportedly wraps filming on MCU Spider-Man 3. So I know I'm not going to see him in a suit. I know he's just going to be like his lawyer or some shit.
Lawyer or something. If he's even playing Daredevil. I don't even know.
That would be so fucked up if he wasn't.
If he's just some dude in the movie. Just like, some dude. Fucking quit.
The dude played another dude. What the fuck?
Yeah. Because I don't think it's been confirmed that he's actually playing Matt Murdock or Daredevil. He's just in the movie.
You know how mad people gonna be if they see that shit? Yep, this nigga's Chuck. This nigga's name is Chuck. That's what.
Yeah. It's Chuck the pizza guy. It's like, yeah.
What? Or they gonna fuck us over and he be somebody in some alternate reality with some different name.
Yeah, I think really that's what's obviously because they're dealing with multiverse shit. It seems like, so I think they're probably just gonna end up in the Netflix world. But I really want him to be part of this. Well, he is part of this MCU. I don't know why I said that. I forgot about that.
I guess they keeping it. You know what? I don't want them.
I forget that they're connected, but
yeah, I kind of don't want them to confirm because it's like the same.
You want
way.
To see it?
Yeah, it's the same way I felt about the whole the Mandalorian shit. Like all the shit that came out. Now, I would have had a better response to it if I didn't know about that shit at the time.
Yeah. It's difficult with actors. If you see him on a set, it's hard to keep that news in. Like if I see him and he's standing next to him and they're filming Spider-Man right now. You know who he used to play? Oh shit, is he gonna be Daredevil in that shit? Like, you know what I mean? So it's tough.
Yeah, it was like a dude on Twitter. I think he listened to the podcast. He was like with the whole Luke Skywalker reveal shit, how that didn't leak. I'm surprised that shit didn't leak.
I know, right?
And somebody asked me, they was like, "Oh, you didn't see that coming?" I said, "No, I didn't," because everything else got leaked. Like that shit. Honestly, I guess because the person who asked me about it, I'm guessing he just watched the movies. But if you watch like the TV shows and shit like that, that shit could have been anybody. Like the only other person that could have been was like Ezra Bridger. It could have been Ezra Bridger, but it wasn't. It was fucking Luke. I was surprised. I didn't think they were gonna do that. How the fuck you keep Luke Skywalker under wraps? Like,
so I guess maybe because it was CGI too, so maybe that made it easier. Yeah, like it's not like Mark Hamill had to go on set.
He was there though. That was the thing.
Oh, was he?
Yeah, he was there, but they kept it secret. Okay. They filmed this shit separate, but just to keep that shit under wraps, that's amazing. Fuck. But yeah, let me see. Kevin Feige confirms no T'Challa in Black Panther nor CGI. So I don't know what they're gonna do with this.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm concerned.
Did you see that shit with they were saying Killmonger was gonna be back? Is that official?
I don't think that's official. I did see some. I think they posted in the Discord or whatever. I don't know. I feel like if that was really official, I would have seen more people talking about it.
Yeah.
I have so many thoughts. I have warring thoughts on this. Because part of me is like, leave it alone, fine, don't touch it. But also part of me is like, oh, it could be cool if they do have him come back, and then maybe he picks up the Black Panther mantle, right? Mm-hmm. And that way we can have Black Panther going forward. But then it's like, I don't know if I want that either. Really. It's like because it sucks that he passed away, unfortunately. Mm-hmm. Because it's like I do want more stuff with the character, but then it's like they're kind of damned if they do, damned if they don't.
Yeah.
Because if they recast him, people are gonna be mad, or if they don't do anything with the character, I feel like we lose something. Mm-hmm. But I guess you could just use Shuri, right, and have that be the bridge. But I don't know, does that work the same? Does it feel the same? I mean, obviously it's not gonna feel the same. It's never gonna be the same. But it could be a workable response to that.
Yeah.
But maybe even bringing back Killmonger could be a workable response to that. He could be like reformed, like after going to the spirit realm, he kind of has a bit of a change of heart, but maybe he's still like a jerk, but he's like, I'm gonna fight for the good guys now, or fight for just Wakanda. But if the world is in danger, then I gotta show up or something. Who knows? Like there's ways to maybe make that work.
Yeah.
Maybe.
All right. This is coming off as slightly as a rumor. Chris Evans may return as Captain America.
Yeah, so I saw somebody, I guess it was a Deadline or something, posted something about saying that. But then on Twitter, I saw that Chris Evans put like
news to me,
and to put a shrug emoji. Yeah. So it's like either it wasn't supposed to leak, or he's like, I never said I was doing that. Yeah. So I don't know. I don't know which one it is.
Because I was thinking about this. It's like half and half. It could be true, but then it can't be true because it makes sense because you don't have T'Challa. So I'm thinking if you want this to run, you kind of need 3, right? You kind of need like a big 3. Now the last phase with the big 3, it was Iron Man, Thor, and Captain America. So on this one, it was supposed to be Black Panther, Spider-Man, and Captain America. Captain Marvel, right?
Probably. I guess you could call it that.
So that's well, T'Challa's going. So what you do? You bring back Captain America. So you have Captain America, you'll have Spider-Man, and then you'll have Captain Marvel, I guess.
The only thing is, right, I feel like if they bring back Captain America, it kind of undercuts his whole arc.
Yeah.
So the only
way already.
Well, yeah, that or it's like he went to go have this life and that's his ending, right? So the only way to bring him back, I would think, is as the old man, which there is precedent in the comic books for that to happen. Well, Sam was Captain America, something happened, which is I think part of the reason why Sam became Captain America in the comic books is because he reverted to his old man form. So I think if he does come back, he's going to come back as old man Captain America.
Yeah,
he's not going to be like running around throwing the shield still. He might just be an advisory role.
Yeah.
And from what I was seeing, they're saying it was like not even like it would be like for a movie or something, or maybe for one of the shows. Like, so it's not like he's coming back either. From what I was my understanding of that.
Yeah.
So even if he does come back, it's not like he's back. It's like I'll show up for something if it makes sense, I guess, for the character to maybe like basically hyped up cameo or something.
Yeah.
Like that. Otherwise, but he has to be old man, because if he comes back as young Cap, unless it really makes sense in the story. But I guess with Kang the Conqueror and time travel, who knows?
Yeah. We'll see. All right. Kevin Feige also confirms Deadpool 3 is an MCU movie. So
I'm guessing it's gonna be like a reboot of some sorts. I'm assuming, or something.
Yeah, a reboot,
and it's rated R. Well, yeah, I mean, because otherwise, how does it fit
with the multiverse? Does it have to be a reboot? And he could break the fourth wall and shit like that. Does it have to be a reboot thing?
But when I hear the term MCU, to me, it's this certain world. Again, you're right, though. They are delving into the multiverse shit now. So that might open things up, right? That might make room to make a lot of this shit work that might not have worked before. So, I don't know. That's a good point. Otherwise it's like, where does this fit? Like, where does this goofy ass shit and all that shit with fucking Colossus and all that stuff? I'm just saying, X-Men existing
because it's called 3. That's why I'm saying it's like it's called Deadpool 3. It's not called the Deadpool. It's some shit like that. It's Deadpool 3. So
the third. Well, that's not the actual official title yet. It's just the third Deadpool movie. No, it's just the third Deadpool movie. We don't know what the official title is going to be. It could be the Deadpool, and then it's a reboot or Deadpool Poolier. Or something, who knows? I don't know. Like
eat my shorts. I don't know. Deadpool eat my shorts.
Yeah, something. Yeah, exactly. It could be. I mean, they could add some flavor to it.
I'm with it. Fuck it.
Yeah, I mean, either way, I'm glad. Rated-R in the MCU. Figure it out.
Yeah. All right. Now this is something that pissed a lot of people off. Ben Affleck calls Kevin Feige the greatest producer who ever lived. And I went on Twitter, right?
Yep.
And people try to downplay this shit. And you know how people don't listen. They listen to what they want to hear. A motherfucker said, he said one of the greatest. He didn't say the greatest. It's a massive difference. I said, no, nigga, did you not listen to the audio? This motherfucker said the greatest. And I have this audio and I have to mute myself when I play this shit. Like,
and then there was this sort of idea that you want this attention. And that coinciding with not Daredevil, which was not a good movie, even though fucking Kevin Feige, who is absolutely, you have to say, the greatest producer, most successful producer who's ever lived. He's the only guy in the world who, if he told me, like, I know what the audience wants, this is what we do, I would believe him 100%. That fucker knows his audience like no producer. He's a genius. To say the greatest producer, 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 most successful producer who's ever lived. He's the only guy in the world who, if he told me, like, I know what the audience wants, this is what we do, I would believe him 100%.
Yeah, and that pissed people off. People got mad. Hell yeah, it did. Because people like people were trying to downplay it, like, oh nah, he said one of the. No, this motherfucker said he is the greatest. And then I had to sit back and think about it. I was like, kind of right.
Yeah, I mean, he's not wrong. Like, I mean, listen, to pull off what he was able to pull off. No, everyone's been trying to duplicate it, and no one's been successful.
Yeah.
Maybe one day somebody will be, but as of right now, he's the only one who's been able to do this for 22, 23 fucking films.
Yeah,
like that's a lot of films.
Yeah, and they tried to downplay it, right? They tried to downplay this shit. Like, this is another thing I hate that people do. They try to downplay people's success by using their success against them. They said, oh, well, he had a whole universe to work with. Like, don't get it fucked up. This shit could have went completely left because it started with the Hulk. A lot of people didn't fuck with the Hulk. And even though Iron Man came out, Iron Man didn't make, even though this $1 billion shit is new, at the time, Iron Man made like a little over 500 million. Like, it wasn't really like crazy until you start getting to the billion.
Successful.
But to make consecutive $1 billion movies back to back to back, you can't fucking deny that.
And also don't forget about the fact that they started off with their like B and C list characters. They didn't have their
X-Men, nigga. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, they didn't have X-Men. They didn't have Spider-Man. They didn't have Fantastic Four. Like, those are their A-list characters. Like, and so they didn't have the full roster. And this is also part of the reason why the DCEU stuff is so frustrating is because they have full reign of all the characters. Yeah. Any character they want to use. They're top level characters. And they just still can't make it like work right. So gotta look at that.
Yeah, this was another thing that kind of pissed me off. They were bringing up, I don't know how it got to this, but they were breaking up they inserted DC into it. And then they said something like, Batman and Superman are the most popular superheroes ever. And then I said, hey, this is on Twitter. I said, what about Spider-Man? He said, what about him? I said, you know what's funny with y'all motherfuckers that say, what about Spider-Man? Did y'all know how much the Sam Raimi Spider-Man movies made?
Oh, a lot.
800 million. And this is before inflation. So you mean to tell me Spider-Man is not as popular as Batman vs Superman, because that's what they tried to downplay. Okay, so let's go by movies. So you're saying that Spider-Man isn't as popular as Batman vs Superman. Okay, but how is it that Sam Raimi movies made over 800 million and Batman vs Superman made only like what? Around the same amount, 800 million. So with the two popular characters that you have on your roster, that movie should have been $1 billion. Why is it a stretch to get it to $1 billion if it's the most popular characters?
Yeah, it's because the movies weren't that good. I mean, they're okay,
but you know what's funny? You say that, but Amazing Spider-Man 1 and 2, as bad as the shits was, Amazing Spider-Man made over 800 million. The second one made over 700 million. That's still close to what Batman vs Superman made. So what are you talking about when it means Batman and Superman is the most popular characters? Obviously, there's some contestant when it comes to Spider-Man, because how is it that these movies, especially the Sam Raimi, if the Sam Raimi movies had inflation, them shits would have been $1 billion. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah, they're very close to that. Yeah, I don't know. People are just weird.
It's crazy. And I said that, and there's really no comeback. Like, the nigga ain't even messaged me back. Like, because you're telling me these are the most popular characters. Okay, I'm gonna use that logic. So by that logic, this should have been the most grossed superhero movie ever, right? So from what you're telling me.
Well, the characters are popular, but the movies weren't good, or
but
not
I'm
that
just
good.
saying,
So
off of popularity alone, it should have been some shit. But you're struggling to make $1 billion, like, is what I'm saying.
I mean, it still made money though.
And another thing, this is coming off of Nolan's Batman movies. That made $1 million. And that was one of the big talks when it came to this whole DCEU shit. Remember that shit when they was talking about Christian Bale, like taking up Batman again, and he turned down $50 million, and motherfuckers was upset. They was like, oh shit, why would you turn down that money?
This is why.
This is why.
Movies. No, let me stop saying this. It's hard.
Oh no, I'm just saying, like you can't really deny the shit. Somebody said James Cameron. I said nah, he co-signed on them Terminator movies. I don't I'm good with that. Fucking multiple $1 billion movies, my nigga. That's like denying Steph Curry is the greatest shooter of all time.
I mean, but you'll find somebody out there who will say it, you know. Like,
but it's like undeniable.
You can find anybody for any argument. But still, you can still find anybody for any argument.
But this is the thing, though. Like, this shit is so solidified, you can't even play devil's advocate to it. You'll sound crazy. Yeah. Like, try to play devil's advocate to that shit.
I can't.
I tried. I was like, wait, hold up. I was like, okay, he got the MCU. But the thing with the MCU is that it wasn't even established. Like, they actually built up to that shit. And then they made it what it is. Like, you'll probably never see this shit duplicated again. Huh? You'll probably never see this shit again. That's what I got from it. Kevin Feige is the greatest producer to ever live. I know Steven Spielberg's the producer. I guess Kathleen Kennedy. Like, I was looking up some shit the other day. I seen Kathleen Kennedy's credits in the original Jurassic Park. I seen it in that, but
yeah, Jurassic Park. I think Indiana Jones. Like, she's done shit. Like,
been around, but like multiple $1 billion movies consecutively, back to back.
Well, it's never happened before. Nigga.
Yeah, like this shit is fucking wild.
This is a new thing.
It's almost the fucking standard at this point. It's almost the standard, which is wild because that's way over what your budget was.
For some of these, I don't know. The budgets haven't been increasing just exponentially. Some of the shit.
I'd say Endgame budget was like 600 million, something like that.
It had to be something crazy.
Yeah, it was something crazy like that. But to make $1 billion off a movie is fucking crazy.
And it's crazy that they was like, yeah, we'll do that because they knew they was gonna make that because they was gonna make their money. Then it's like, yeah, we're gonna make that. Yeah, it's like we're gonna make that. We're gonna make profit on this, and it's like, yeah, we're gonna spend this much money and we're gonna make profit.
Right.
Crazy, but they knew.
Yeah. But yeah, are we agreeing with that shit?
Oh yeah, I personally, I agree. I do.
Yeah, I don't have no concessions with it. So, all right, I guess that's a show.
Yeah.
How long was this? 2 hours? Okay,
probably like 3 hours.
That was 2 hours.
I can never tell. We be in here mad long.
Yeah.
Even at G Studio, we be in here for mad long.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, we supposed to we gotta get out here like an hour, but we be in there for like 2.5.
But picks.
My pick is how you say it? Kuroko basketball. I don't know. Some basketball anime that's on Netflix. It's on Netflix. It's some fucking anime that's about basketball. And I was watching this shit because I be Kuroko. I think it's Kuroko's basketball. I be bored, so I just be like, I be hitting random shit. Like, I'm gonna watch this and see what this is about. Yeah. I was watching some shit about volleyball like 3 weeks ago. I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna watch it. Why not? I don't know.
Yeah. All right, I got 2 picks, but I'm gonna save the other one because the other one's kind of weird. Outside the Wire on Netflix with Anthony Mackie. That shit, that shit is good. That shit is good. It got a crazy twist to it, but basically the gist of it is, I guess it's in like a futuristic world where war is going on, and they use these mechs, these mechs called Gumps. They call them Gumps. Basically like mechanical soldiers and shit like that. And Anthony Mackie's character is one of them, but he has full consciousness and shit like that, and he can make decisions. I'm not gonna give it away, but the movie was better than I thought. It got the dude from Snowfall in it. I forgot his fucking name. Got the dude from Snowfall and it's Anthony Mackie, and the dude from Snowfall, his character, he used to be like a drone operator. So basically what happened, you'll see this at the beginning, like some shit happened and then he got redeployed to some other place just to basically teach him a lesson about what the fuck was going on. And that shit was better than I thought it would be. And it actually made me think about like the underlying plot of the shit, or how certain people were doing certain things. So yeah, that was good for Netflix. That was good.
I'm gonna have to check that out.
Yep.
After I finish my basketball anime.
Yep. But yeah, that's it.
Yeah, it's the show.
All right.
Hopefully, Domino will be back next week if he doesn't have like
back for this fucking interview. Oh yeah. That was another thing. I forgot to mention that.
Yeah, there might be an interview in here that Bobby did.
Or Domino. I don't know.
We'll
or
see.
if he ever show up, I don't know.
we'll
niggas
see
be
what
flaking.
Yeah. I don't know.
All right.
Did you? Well, we can talk after.
Yeah. But all right. So Ninja Vanish. We out here.